Hello everyone. In this video we will be discussing about various immunological markers of type 1 diabetes mellitus. As we all know that type 1 diabetes mellitus is due to or the result of interaction of various genetic, environmental and immunological factors which ultimately leads to destruction of beta cells of the pancreas and thus leading to insulin deficiency. Now, out of the genetic, environmental and immunological factors, we will look at the immunological factors here. Various autoantibodies are found in the patient suffering from diabetes mellitus. It is seen that in greater than 85% of cases of type 1 diabetes mellitus, these autoantibodies are seen. Also in type 2 diabetes mellitus, 5 to 10% cases, these autoantibodies are seen. And in patients with gestational diabetes mellitus, in less than 5% of such cases, these autoantibodies are found. Now these autoantibodies are called as islet cell autoantibodies, or in short form it is called as ICA. Now these islet cell autoantibodies are directed against the beta cells of the pancreas and these autoantibodies are of various types, acting on or acting against the various components of the beta cells. Like one is IAA, that is insulin autoantibodies. Second one is GAD or glutamic acid decarboxylase autoantibodies. Now IA2, it is protein tyrosine phosphatase antibodies. ZNT8 or zinc transporter 8 antibodies. So against these components of the beta cells, various antibodies are present. Also, these autoantibodies appear in a particular sequence with IAA or GAD appearing first, or they may be present as early as 6 months of life, because we know that type 1 diabetes mellitus is a diabetes mellitus of childhood. So these autoantibodies can be present as early as 6 months of life. After that, IA2 and zinc transporter 8 antibodies develop. This can be asked in orals. What are the various immunological markers or autoantibodies found in type 1 diabetes mellitus patients? Especially this can be asked in orals in MD examinations or for MD biochemistry examinations. Now coming to next part. Animal studies suggest that immune intervention therapy before the appearance of clinical feature can delay or prevent the progression to type 1 diabetes mellitus, but in human studies the results were quite disappointing or not so fruitful. So at present, measurement of the ICA or measurement of this ICA in non-diabetic individual is a research tool, because no treatment has been demonstrated to prevent the occurrence or progression to type 1 diabetes mellitus. So at present, in healthy individuals, these islet cell autoantibodies are not measured, but the use of islet cell autoantibodies can be useful in few settings, and it has been proved with certain papers. It has been found that first one is screening of the first degree relatives of patient with type 1 diabetes mellitus. Now to distinguish type 1 with type 2 diabetes mellitus, especially in children, to start the insulin therapy during the diagnosis, and as to screen the women with gestational diabetes mellitus to identify those at risk for progression to type 1 diabetes mellitus, because we have seen in previously that in GDM or in gestational diabetes mellitus, in 5% of cases these autoantibodies were present. And to screen a non-diabetic family member who wish to donate a part of the pancreas for transplantation. So this is all about the immunological markers of type 1 diabetes mellitus. Thank you.